I sometimes think, I think you need that new talent, and even if it's to pass the torch to, because I think that's sometimes your path to innovation as well, and how the industry would carry on to evolve and innovate as they go forward. And that's how I often sort of think about new talent, because a lot of the things that when you pass the torch and you pass that knowledge and those skills, a lot of those skills are transferable as well in some areas. And then I think, like I said, that aids innovation, and I think that's how the industry grows. That's how it adapts. You know, that's how it's still here in the future. Well, hopefully. So.
Yes, I mean, I think that's absolutely true, and you know, it's going to be interesting what the roles of the traditional integrated oil companies are, and how they transform into a low carbon environment. And the one good thing about having worked in those big organizations is that internal opportunities are available and you can get spun around. And certainly I was talking to an engineer that we worked with in the past, and he's been upstream in oil and gas, and he's just managed to get on a solar and renewables gig inside the same company. So certainly internally in these big companies, people are looking at opportunities to transfer the knowledge, and some of the skills are clearly transferable. You know, offshore wind is not so different for a structural engineer than an offshore platform necessarily. So there clearly are opportunities there. I mean, I do have some concerns that, you know, about whether the big companies really put, you know, new graduates through the kind of the 3 years of spinning you around and seeing everything, which I got when I joined BP, you know, where you got to go offshore and you got to do reservoir engineering and you got to do a well intervention course, and you did petroleum economics and reservoir courses and safety courses, and you know, they pushed you through 20 weeks worth of courses within the first 2 years on everything. You know, everything you can think of. Even if you weren't going to be a driller, you got sent on drilling courses, you know. So I'm not sure how much of that is available anymore, and how those skills are acquired. And it's a question about difference between being a deep technical specialist and being actually a pretty technical generalist who's got a reasonable understanding of the entire value chain. You know, and has got a reasonable understanding of subsurface and wells and drilling and facilities and commercial and all that sort of good stuff.
And that takes time. You can't get that in a year, whatever you do.
No,
realistically.
No, and you know, it's certainly the big IOCs were very good at doing that for a good while. And if you still look at, you know, the leadership teams in these companies, they've actually, you know, they've condensed a huge amount of experience into a short space of time.